literal human bear guy. Ted.
You went away. You went away when you were introducing me, so I know what was going on.
What am I introducing you? Oh wow!
Yeah.
I didn't know what was going on.
Awkward and quiet, and then someone eventually said, "Where the fuck Jared goes?" I guess he died.
Yeah, no, I got like yeeted from my internet connection apparently because
quietly, man. It's like one of Darnell's government contests took you out.
Oh my god!
It's like you said Mars, and all of a sudden you were gone.
Yo, look. All right. Let me get back to it because I don't know where it cut out. But as I was saying,
imagine that you're trying to run your own podcast on the Earth, and today we'll be talking about the Red Planet, and the supposed lost expedition to
No, it's not just he doesn't say anything. You hear a singular suppressed shot.
Look, no, it's like all right, I know it's like getting down to the weeds, but you ever listen to Hunting the Truth? It was the Halo podcast that came out before Halo 4 that was hosted by Keegan-Michael Key.
No.
Yes, no, Keegan-Michael Key plays an investigator that's looking into the truth behind the Spartan 2 program.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and he dives into it too, and let's just say the season 1 doesn't have a happy ending, and then in my opinion, I think season 1's better than season 2. Season 2 goes a little all over the place, but it's fun. It has I think it's Kumail Nanjiani is your supporting cast on season 2 of it, but yeah, season 1 is Keegan-Michael Key. He shows up, you find out what happened to him right at the end of season 1 and season 2, and it's actually pretty funny. Well, funny in a sad, tortured in a black site type way, not a funny haha type way.
Yeah,
really American.
Nothing says loving like being tortured at a CIA black site.
Well, Oni black site. Let's be fair.
Huh? I don't know what the fuck Halo is, dog.
Nah, you're good. But as I was saying, well, I was just going to cut to the good part. It's the Rick D, the Rick Donovan, Big NFL Gaming. How you doing, buddy? Welcome. It's nice to have you and actually be able to talk to you through my wonderful and reliable, strong internet connection.
Yeah, the greatest internet connection I've ever seen in my life. I wish I had internet like you, and that's only half facetious.
All right. And then I was getting to the Mr. Quattrobapia with these hands, the literal human bear guy, Ursa Rager, the surprise guest as always. What's up, buddy?
I really got to rethink that initial adjective.
Nothing like being a surprise guest on the show you fucking helped create.
Look, it's every time I actually get Teddy with time to actually join us, I'm brightened in my heart.
In awe, me showing up to this podcast is like episode 7 of Gundam Unicorn. You're amazed it came out, but it took way too long. So here we are.
Miracle.
Hey, just like episode 7, it's worth it.
Yeah, I think
exactly.
Worth the wait.
I'm long and I'm strong and I'm ready to get the friction on. Let's do it.
And we're joined by a fifth this time at if Wonders Never Cease, we keep getting guests that want to come back and talk to us about stuff. My word. It is I was thinking about this one. Tell me if you don't like it. We're joined by the lightest and tallest of the geeky Black Tri-Stars. the ace tall man of the 3 Black Geeks, CJ84. Chris, buddy, what's up?
Not much, man. I need to change that name because it's not really CJ84. I don't know, whatever. It is what it is. But anyways, but yeah, what's going on, guys?
Can you even change your Discord name?
Yeah. What the hell? Yeah.
Yes, you can change your main Discord name, and then when you're in a server, you can assign yourself a nickname. So,
okay, I wasn't sure if you could change your main name. I was wondering if I knew you could change in the server.
I've seen people do it.
Yeah, I did change mine for purposes.
Yep. And come join our Discord server. We're cool. Seriously. We talk about Gundam stuff. We talk about other gacha games like Girls Frontline, mostly just Gundam and Girls Frontline, and then random racing stuff whenever the mood strikes us, and anime, lots of anime. Sorry, the internet connection like shitting out in the middle of the intro just like fucked me up entirely.
Like, with this storm, is that what this is?
No, it is not the storm. It's just my
this
Wi-Fi.
is just his internet.
This is just my internet.
Wait, yes, it is the storm. I don't.
No, don't lie. Don't look. I'm better.
Storm, guys.
I'm better than these lies. My network connection is booty.
Because my job is on here.
Jarrett's internet is great, and there's no war in Ba Sing Se.
Oh man,
yeah.
Look, that's
Sorry,
my Christmas in July gift to myself is to get hardline Ethernet run through my house and up to my office, and hopefully this never happens again. But let's go ahead and get down to it. I would normally give a little bit of housekeeping and do stuff for the game this week, but I had things to do in the game, and I already got all the dailies. So check Twitter for your weekly dailies. The events page will always have all the daily stuff on, the daily login bonuses for the game. But we're gonna dive right into it, and we are going to be looking at the weekly event in Gundam Battle Gunpla Warfare this week. I keep wanting to call the event like the helmet rack. I think like whoever put the title of this event, the event's title is literally the helmet cradle, because the Helmwige is literally the most useful Gundam in all of Iron Blooded Orphans. It is the goodest boy, and it's the best support suit that any master could ever hope for. Pilot by the one and only what's his man's full name? Isarugi Kamis. Like, what can we do?
I just called him fucking what's it called? Fuckboy or whatever.
Here's the thing. I like Isarugi.
Yeah, like how did Isarugi get called a fuckboy out of all of this?
He's not a fuckboy, but he's your stereotypical underling in an anime. He's Gallium, but like not as pretty.
Well, no, my favorite thing about him is he does have his own philosophy. Like he actually agrees with what McGillis is doing, because he's like, no, look, there shouldn't, your birthplace and who you know shouldn't be what like get you a place in this world. It should be what you do. Yeah. Like I give him credit for that. Like the man did, like he was like, that's why he was so hard behind like McGillis. He was like
and to be fair, God damn it, the sentence, have fun, clip it out, use it for your own purposes. Pedophilia aside, McGillis was right.
Yeah, I mean
it was a bit messed up because he kind of
there were some really weird takes on this show.
I mean,
not really weird takes. We just really weird phrasings that we pull out.
Because I mean, if you think about it,
it's like what was happening. It's what the show gave us to work with.
Yeah. I mean, because the show like made it seem as though Rustle was an asshole, but like
Rustle was right.
He was right though, so it was like, but Rustle wasn't about like negotiating with terrorists and stuff. So it was like,
all right. So let me get your point. Like, so what are you saying like about Rustle being right though?
Rustle was right that if you got rid of Galahorn, the world was going to collapse.
Yeah, and we do get a little bit of a glimpse of that, because it's like Galahorn pulled a strategic retreat when they're like, yeah, we're not going to police Earth anymore. Y'all take care of your own shit. And there was like instant arms buildup and infighting on Earth that Tekkadan gets pulled into, which is what I was saying. Because we'll get down into the nitty gritty of the lore of the season and stuff like that. Let's do a quick run through about the mobile suit itself, and then we can give it a little more context and space. So for the event, as always, we have like event special stuff. So because it's an IBO series, we have IBO suits. So I built 3 brand new Iron Blooded Orphans inspired suits for this week. We'll go through these really quickly. My first one is the Gundam Calamity, which is basically a Barbados and a Barbados Lupus Rex and various forms of Barbados, as well as a Gushin Rebake had a baby. And basically every punishing heavy hitting move that I have, along with giant oversized weapons for the 1/100 scale on a 1/144 body. It's nice. I like it. The mace is dumb large now. But yeah, it basically rocks out with, say what?
Dummy thin.
Yes. Look, I have to zoom out in order to see the mace on this mobile suit. But the main party tricks of this one are it has the Gushin full cities variable scissor attack, or as I like to say, the Eok Crusher, and then the forearm combat, as well as the screw attacks off of the arms of the Lupus Rex. I'm also using this as sort of a prototype for a new arena suit that I'm working on. Up next, I have the Maul Gundam, or the Demon Lord Gundam, which is a pull from the Bile and the Astaroth. And just a fun fact for anyone that wasn't really aware, all of the main Gundam units inside of Iron Blooded Orphans are named after demons from various religions. So it makes sense to have the Demon Lord. Blend of the Reganlays Julia, Astaroth, and the Bile heads with Gushin Rebake for a shield just to round out the build. And then my last one is the Gungnir, which is technically doesn't fit the demon name. It's the shivering one from Norse mythology, which is the name of not I was about to say Zeus's weapon, Odin's weapon. But basically, this is my range fighter. Raining death at range with the electromagnetic cannons off the back of the Bile, the electromagnetic acceleration cannon, the railgun that the Gushin Rebake Full City had. And just for good measure, it throws a halberd at you just to prove a point.
Look, that move is so broken in Breaker 3. Like, it stun locks.
Yep. That's the point of it. Like, the point of it is, well, in this game too, it's a stunning ability to give you time to let other stuff charge up.
I don't know. I think it's kind of crazy with that series. Like, I kind of wish that they kind of explored more of the
Calamity War.
Calamity War and the suits and stuff outside of just the ones that we just saw up front.
Look.
Well, okay, so they were actually like planning to like do another manga series that was set like during the Calamity War.
Okay.
But I don't know what happened to that. Like, there was talks about it. It was something they bounced like off of several creators, and then it just didn't happen.
I mean, I like the lore of the suit, like when McGillis gets the Bill suit, and just knowing the background on it is like, huh, no weapons except the 2 swords, and that was enough to win a battle.
Yeah, Agni was a badass. Like,
yeah. Look, the swords of Agnica are just I broke it down for someone in some group when we were having a discussion about like Iron Blood Orphans feels like it has like a lot of potential that like hasn't been tapped yet. Like, yeah, no, like it is like if you go back to the Calamity War, it's humans piloting mobile suits named after demons fighting mobile armors named after angels. Like, it's Third Impact type shit if you want to like kind of extrapolate it.
The worst thing about it is it's like, oh yeah, no, the mobile armors are designed just to kill people. What?
I mean, the fact it took like that whole episode with that autonomous mobile suit that they fought and stuff, and I was like,
yeah,
dear God, that was just one suit.
Yeah,
it's the what's it called?
The Hashmal.
The Hashmal.
Yeah, no, it was one of the funniest things in the world because they're like, oh yeah, cool. But the thing is, it's like mobile suits were designed to fight it. So guess what? When this man Rid like pops in front of it and goes, all right, I'm gonna like stand and block, take the blast. No, he made it worse because mobile suits now have anti-beam coating.
Just scattered all of the laser around everything else. Like, oh, well then.
Which was great because it literally answered the question everybody had from the first season. Why are there no beam weapons in it?
Like that happened.
And that will be Kara's kryptonite.
Look, that's the forever argument in like every Gundam group. When people tend to denigrate IVU fans, like, oh, you guys are dumb, you're just like the new thing. And it's like, yeah, like everyone's like, oh, can it beat a Barbados? What can it beat a Barbados? Like, well, I'm sorry.
Well, can it beat Goku or whatever?
Can it beat Goku though? Wait, can Barbados beat Goku?
Yeah, I mean it can.
The funniest thing is on like if you think about mobile suits and everything, up at close range, I don't know if there is a mobile suit that can beat like the Barbatos Rex. Like if Mikazuki has no, like final episode of Mikazuki, limiter off.
He's become a mobile suit. Yeah.
All right,
yeah. I don't think there is a mobile suit anywhere in this, except for maybe the Turn A, which can just erase him.
You know what? I would honestly think about a little bit. The God Gundam what's the mode in super mode?
What, the hyper mode?
Hyper mode. That's the one I'm thinking about.
What about it?
Because it's gonna be faster, as they've already shown. It acts like pretty much Ultra Instinct when you try and attack it. Like
that's true. God damn it!
Like Domo would go to punch you, because he'd be like beside him, be like, "Why are you so slow?"
Or
that tail blade's gonna go straight through the cockpit.
Gets behind you, nothing personal, kid, and it just
right. And not only that, I know Domo wouldn't be expecting that stupid tail.
Stupid tail.
That goddamn tail.
Look, wait, no. If it works, it's not stupid.
Yeah, true.
Look, that tail wrecks so many Gjallarhorn pilots' day. Like, yeah, we gotta stop and shake.
And
we got his arms. Ah!
Yeah. Like as dumb of a conversation as that does break down into being, I actually really don't think anything can beat the Barbados if it can get in close. Oh yes, this bottle is almost done.
Oh, wait,
it's gonna be done by the end of the night.
Space did a pretty good job of doing him up.
Like,
all right,
yeah, but
I guess I guess the setting would have to be in close on the ground in gravity. Because the Barbados is definitely not a wonderful spacesuit.
The only thing that can beat the Barbados is an indiscriminate orbital bombardment.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, only those Grazes launching that orbital stuff.
Look, see condition 1 in close. Gentle Chapman.
And hell, technically, Noah beat him. He died.
Right. Look, the only reason why Julieta was able to get that killing blow is because like 10 of those spikes had already impaled the Barbatos.
Mikazuki was technically already dead.
Mikazuki was already dead.
Yeah, he was already dead. He just became one.
Yeah, and then she takes his head like, haha, we won the day. No, you didn't, bitch.
Oh no, she didn't. No, wait.
She got no joy from that one. She really did.
Got no joy at all. She was pissed off.
Yeah, my favorite thing about though is when they show like a few years down the line and everything, and she regrets it. Like she is deeply like she's like, oh.
Yeah.
Not even that she regrets it. It's also just like, man, I guess they were right, huh? Damn, we kind of fucked them up for no reason. Well, no, it wasn't really no reason, good reason, but
they weren't technically right. They were making the wrong decisions for the right reasons.
Like, yeah, look, I give it to Galio, like, sitting in his wheelchair, he's like, yeah, look, I understand what they were fighting for now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, all right.
Like, because this is like one of those really bad things where McGillis, everything he said was right, but he's an asshole about it.
I mean, it's not the name of the game, though. It's like he purposely got one of his peoples killed. I mean, to the point to where dude went from like, oh man, I can walk, and all of a sudden he's like attached to the fucking mobile suit, and all of a sudden he went.
Next gen dreadnought technology.
And now I am part of the suit now, and I'm gonna let Galileo use me so he doesn't have to attach himself. So now we're both in this. We're both fighting McGillis, and I'm like, this is fucked up. But
a Leviana Type E system.
Type Ein, boys.
Yeah, that was the most like.
Type Ein scratches out the Ein part. Type E.
It's like, did you get the family's permission to just put his brain inside that? You didn't. Right.
His life belongs to Galahorn now. Fuck it.
Family. I mean, we don't talk to the family and ask permission. We just do it. All right, cool.
Nope.
This man Ein caught two L's to Mikazuki. Like, he caught the first one that literally cost him his lower half, and then he lost that second one.
McGillis is the reason why he caught the second time, because McGillis kind of sort of egged him on to fight Mizuki, and I was like, oh, well, never mind, McGillis, that's on you.
Yeah, he's saying like, baby, and then in his left hand, just like, baby, I love you, but I can only fuck in the machine.
Look.
The fact that canon,
the Barbatos stays plugged in.
The cannon, they literally plugged Mikazuki into his mobile suit so he could have sex, is so out.
It's like a guy who really cares about his Harley way too much. That's like the next step.
Look, is that line from Destiny? Except like instead of the helmet stayed on, the Barbatos stayed plugged in.
Yo, Yana stayed plugged in.
The funniest thing about that though is like seeing them getting dressed after.
Oh God, that's so wrong. And yes, JoJo Kitty, you did start paying attention at the wrong point. I guess we'll take a few steps back. We'll finish. Let's finish a quick discussion about the Helmwige. So the Helmwige itself is a support suit. I know, wonderful transition, right? Flawless. So the major points that you see it show up in are first during the battle against the Hashmal, where it has the illustrious honor of being known as the sword holder with arms and legs, because it literally does nothing but hold a giant sword. So I don't know a whole lot more of like how to describe this thing. Like, it's cool. I like the Helmwige. I like its giant sword. My biggest thing I'm going to do is give its giant sword to the Barbatos and let the Barbatos do something more efficient with it, which is exactly what that sword is for. As I jokingly said, Isarugi's shining moment was being there to give the Barbatos a large blunt object in Mikazuki's moment of need.
I forgot that the Hashmal just kicked.
Oh yeah, the Hash, like their whole reason that like it was down was because the Hashmal like jammed its foot almost through its chest. But like that's one of those things, like it's actually a little interesting like to like look at like adjusted scale and weight and stuff like that for the technology. So the Hashmal, as we discussed when we did the Grimgird episode, is actually just an up armor of the original Grimgird frame. So the Grimgird itself is the V08 Grimgird, which is a first generation Valkyria frame, which is what you get for all of your Grazes and Garels that eventually come out of it. That was destroyed. I can't remember. The Grimgird wasn't destroyed.
No, this man literally stood over a pile of mobile suits at the end of the first season, including Galio. Like, kept both swords down. Like,
yeah, McGillis just like, I'm done with this one.
I'm also done with this mask too. So here's the mask, and we're good, right? All right, cool.
Sorry, as we always have to do. As we always have to do whenever we talk about McGillis Farid, the true theme song of McGillis Farid will and always be God damn it.
2 points by
2 points by Jadena.
Stab you in the front.
I don't spend no major time with no minor people.
I have to like I need that queued up at like a
when you
button.
said that we were best friends.
Like the whole song, like every lyric basically like describes McGillis's relationship with Galio. No, not was it Galio? Yeah, Galio. Yeah, Galio, because I was also thinking about Ian Dalton.
McGillis and not Garma.
Yeah, McGillis, not Garma, Farid. I was always quiet when we said...
No, Galio is literally Garma, but revenge.
Yeah.
Basically.
Karma got revenge on Char.
He's Garma if he survived.
Living like a rolling stone, but I'm quite a beetle. Living by your own law.
Karma
Look.
gets revenge, but it's too late. The rest of the Garma family got killed. He just shows up like the Donald Glover gif where he just
Never for
rolls
the
out
tribe.
pizza, the house is
How
burning.
said left them.
Uh-huh.
Fight when we said that we was best friends. You know it was from the jump. I'ma keep it blunt, but you
Like, can you imagine?
real sin strap you in the front.
Imagine if Garma, like, he didn't die, but he was in a coma, and then he wakes up after the 1-year war, and he's like, "I'm gonna get Char. Let me get the Garma family. They're dead." Oh,
Damn. He's been in a coma for 20 years.
Like, yeah, look, the worst thing about it is it's like, well, your niece is still alive.
at least I got my health, and my niece is alive. It's great.
My health, my niece is alive. Well, so
My
to
fiance.
be fair, it would be like saying like, oh, your niece is still alive, but Char is now fucking your niece. Well,
No,
engaged
Dear
to,
God, no.
engaged to, engaged.
Oh,
Where are you getting-
what you about Maneva, dog? Not
No, I
Maneva.
know. I'm making the equivalency of saying like,
Oh,
yeah, if
Oh,
yeah,
God.
like if Char is McGillis, it'd be like excuse me, not Char McGillis. If Garma is God,
yeah.
Galio. If Garma's
Galio.
Galio.
If Garma's Galio, thank you. These names, fuck. If Garma was Galio, it would be like Garma waking up, and if like his only living relation, which for Galio was his sister, it would be like Char was dating Maneva when he woke back up.
Ugh. God,
The ages would also be about the same.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. That's within Char's wheelhouse. So it's not.
Look, as
Only allowed.
no, as what's oh my god,
To be
what's
fair, Char
the
was ready to put a bullet
on.
in Maneva. Look, Char was ready to put a bullet in Maneva in Zeta.
so
Right.
JoJo Kitty, we're talking about iron-blooded orphans. So let's go on and bring it back around and wrap it up. No, well, we're making comparisons between iron-blooded orphans and Universal Century Gundam. Iron-blooded orphans, like all the side stories in it are really fucking messy. And our main characters are really fucked up too. So yeah. Yes, you should.
Oh, yeah.
We may spoil parts of the ending of it, but you'll enjoy the
Because
ride
we're
while you
about
get there.
to.
Yeah,
Because we're
we're
about to get into the
Yeah,
actual
we're
last
about to.
episode.
we're about to get into the last episodes of it. So, parts of what happened, are there's this battle. parts of this battle against the Hashmal, you've already started seeing the cost that the Alaven Yada system is taking on Mikazuki's body, and as it continues, Mikazuki loses more and more of his ability to operate outside of his mobile suit. Yeah, so he's like slowly becoming quadriplegic, because like I think after the Hashmal he can't use either of his arms, right?
It's
He
one
can
arm.
only use. He only uses
He
one
can't.
arm. Everything else is broken.
Yeah, everything else is just.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
they gotta pull them, do fireman
Yeah.
carry style every time they go somewhere and stuff.
Can I
Yeah,
just
that
say
And he'll still shoot
the
you with
fighter-
a gun.
look,
Right.
one,
He's
yes,
got an arm
two,
weapon, so yeah.
to the fighters OP, like because like all the other ones is like Mikazuki getting up and walking around and Mikazuki following around with people. It's Mikazuki's being carried over Orga's shoulder the entire OP like a sack of potatoes.
Yeah, like right. Yeah, what's he say to me? Mikazuki, take this motherfucker out. Turns around.
Wait,
Bam.
Yeah. It's either Orga's carrying him or Space Guts.
That dude.
Yeah.
beat the hot-
Also,
Hero
our writer Berserk.
Beats the Hosh Mill was like, hey, can we use that part from the Hosh Mill into my Barbados?
Right. Like,
Gotcha.
I think the coolest thing about that whole thing, that whole show, is they just take parts from mobile suits they defeated,
Bro,
like,
and
okay,
then like
'cause when
throw
the
them on
season-
like they're
I loved
Titans
it.
and Warlocks of Destiny
when the
or something.
season starts, you're like, okay, cool. You get the Barbatos Lupus, and I was like, oh, this is a really cool looking mobile suit. Okay, Lupus gets wrecked by the Hashmal because Mikazuki goes all in, and it's like, well, we got this old mobile armor here.
Put it on. Put it on.
Also,
Yeah,
hold
yeah,
them
with
belts
the
on.
waist.
Yeah.
It's like, let's make the most dangerous mobile suit to ever see.
I would say this though. I would say this though. The numbers game did not work out so well for Lupus Rex by the end though.
No,
It really didn't.
no.
Under normal circumstances, under a normal Gundam show, Mikazuki would have wrecked all of Galahorn, and Galahorn been like, "Well, we respect his powers, so we'll let him live." Nope.
No, fractional orbital bombardment, little fucker.
He's too dangerous to be left alive.
No, the best thing about that though, do you remember when this man Akihiro comes back? He had already had like 7 swords through the
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there was piercing into the cockpit. But
Look,
Right.
so there's no. So what we're
hurt.
describing is like throughout the course of Iron Blood Orphans, and I guess we'll take a step back in a little bit to discuss like, was it worth it to get here? But
no.
but so what happens is they basically declare war against like the main military might in the solar system, and it goes about as like in other Gundam series, we have plucky terrorist organizations fighting back against big governments and militaries, and in the end, the might of their words and the justice of their cause win out over their insurmountable odds. IBO's built different. That's like look, IBO is like, oh, you're a freedom fighter for your cause. Let me introduce you to the American military.
Oh my god! Look,
Basically.
this man McGillis said the words "King of Mars" to Orga, and it just went, really? Tell me more.
I mean,
What?
the only person out of Gillahorn that I would say deserved to die, because I mean, even McGillis, you understand why he did what he did, but it's kind
Me
of
and Homer were like, yeah, okay, fine.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
the only person that I would say legit deserved to die though was Kujo.
Yeah,
Had
no,
to go.
Kujo had to die. that man.
like, bruh, you literally sat there and framed an organization of being a terrorist, even though they weren't, just so you can sit there and get Russell's attention. I'm like, bruh, come on, dog. Like,
No,
let's-
look, that
So
whole
no,
season,
I feel like no, because like you said, as we're discussing, one of the big turning points of the season is where this mobile armor awakens, and
Oh my
the organization Tekkaden pulls up these new weapons that they've unearthed in their mining sites, and they use a railgun to fight back against this giant system, not knowing railguns are banned technology.
Yeah.
Like, I forget, because did they ever really say like why Galahorn banned railguns?
Yeah, because
They
the
were-
Calamity War.
yeah, Calamity War. Everything
Like-
is like the Calamity War. It's like,
Because
oh,
the Calamity War, railguns were banned. And I would like to say, while Tekkaden used railguns first, they used them for a good reason.
They didn't use them on-
Galahorn showed why railguns should be illegal.
Well, no. The reason they were banned, right? Was it because they were like inhumane or something?
Yeah,
They were. Yeah.
And the worst thing about it, it's like, oh, hey, cool, the Floros has 2 of them on it, which is
Yeah.
they're
Like,
yo,
y'all deployed a mobile suit with railguns. We're gonna have to kill you all. Wait, but we saved Mars. We're gonna have to kill you. You use railguns, but we didn't know
Yeah.
it was wrong. Hey, guess what? We have all the railguns.
the worst thing about it is
Fire the dun slags.
right. The worst thing about it is Russell after the end, like when you hear, like you get a little conversation at the end. It was like the head of Galahorn, Russell, signed a law today preventing to make sure that the human debris issue never happens again. Me, yeah, because he killed the last wave of them, but okay, you know.
Mhm.
so,
That's
Wait,
what
but
we-
can you really say they killed the last wave of human
Select the
debris?
railguns.
Because
Yes,
they're
Their bodies.
He did kill all of them, but it wasn't for lack of trying.
I mean, but do you notice, like, when he was talking?
But like, there's more human debris than just Tekkadan, because like there's still all these other organizations that because the use of human debris redoubled after Tekkadan just showed like, hey, we can fight Galahorn with these child soldiers, and they like turn around the next year like, everyone's using child soldiers now because you guys were too effective.
Well, I mean, you like how like
we were child soldiers before it was cool.
They were already using child soldiers.
But you know, it's like
they just start using more. But yeah, go ahead.
You know, Russell was talking to Cordelia at the end, and she just name dropped Tekkadan and everybody that died, and he had that look on his face like, "Why'd you bring them up? Why?"
Because my wife's baby daddy was a member of Tekkadan.
Why'd you bring those guys that we killed up again? Why'd you have to remind me of this?
Oh my god! Like,
well, I'm just gonna say, like, if you're looking for like JoJo Kid, if you're looking for like the messiness of like of a series, like I'm just gonna say Cordelia Ina Bernstein's wife is the main character's baby mama by the end of the show, and it's so heartbreaking and heartwarming. Like it's like I went through like so many emotions just like listening to songs from Iron Blooded Orphans again, and I'm just it's like
Orphans
raise your
tears.
flag.
Orphans tears
is a fucking it's a weapon. It is a weapon.
It's an emotional abuse weapon.
That song comes on, I think it's a war crime because you're dehydrating people. You're gonna cry.
I was telling, like I said earlier, Orphan's Tears is rough, and it like that first season, you're just like, Jesus Christ. Like, when I'm not gonna lie, when that song was playing, when Biscuit died, I was livid. Like, that was bad. But like, I'll tell you, like, what I was telling Jared, when they changed the ending song during the second season to Fresia. Oh my god! It was like, look, it's like we can't have this grand rodeo song now. No, too much hope. No, we need Fresia. Like,
all right, before we dive into Fresia, one, I think like the grand rodeo song Shonen no Hate is like perfect for like the first half of the second season of IBO, because like Shonen no Hate 1 means end of childhood. So like as you're going through the first season, it's like them being exposed to all of these political conditions in the world. It's them learning to have to deal with like the larger politics of like being leaders of a colony.
The consequences of my own actions.
Look, 2, if you just half translate it, it's boy of hate. Which describes Mikazuki to a T.
I mean,
I don't think he particularly hates anything. He's just a vessel.
He is a child as a product of hate. No, he's not. Go ahead, Cam.
Mikazuki is a tool. You point Mikazuki at a problem.
Like I don't think you can necessarily say that Mikazuki is a vessel for Orga's ambitions, more that Mikazuki is the gas pedal to Orga's ambitions. Orga, honestly, like you'll see it in like Orga's like softer moments and quieter moments. He really doesn't know what to do. He's like making decisions like, I want to protect everyone. And the quickest way that I know, based on the world around me, to protect everyone I know is to gain more power and gain more control. And if I can like be the leader of Mars, I can have a guaranteed protection of everyone.
The problem was though, he had a brake pedal called Biscuit Griffin.
And that nigga died halfway through the first season.
Oh, wait a minute. To be fair,
that's a cool emotional center you have there. Be ashamed if you were to die.
No,
it's a cool.
That break pedal didn't even work half the time in the first season, though.
Well, no, okay, because here's the thing. Biscuit says it himself. He's like, yeah, look, I didn't even try and talk you. He's like, I try and give you an insight into what's going to happen. I don't try and stop it because I know you're not going to listen to me. That's what he told Orga. And it was like, he's got a point. But Orga literally never made any decision in that first season without talking to Biscuit. And it was like, okay, cool. You talked to him, didn't listen to him, but it at least gave you some insight.
But like,
At least now I know how things are going to go wrong.
Right.
See, here's my one issue, like looking at that, because like Biscuit, well, I can't remember what was Biscuit's view on taking Kudelia to Earth.
Yeah,
he was fine with it because he was fine with it because it would have, because if the Mars had gotten better money and everything, he would have been able to better provide for Cookie and Crackers,
and it would have been pretty much liberated to a degree.
Yeah. So he was fine with that. So he had no problem with it. So everything was fine. Like, he was just like, look, because what he told him right before he died was, he said, look, where does this end?
I mean, once he died, I think it was funny because Prime, he's the guy, one of my co-hosts for the show. I didn't even think about it because, I'm watching IBO and I'm not looking at it from that perspective. He was like, really think about it. Once Biscuit died, Tekken pretty much really became the bad guys of the second half of the series.
All right, but I don't see that. I can't go that far.
I just say that they're not bad guys. They become the antagonists. I think is the best part.
Yeah.
I think that's why I say that it's just a Gundam show from the antagonist perspective.
But like, because I don't know, I guess like I'm still blinded. Like I can't say they're like even really the antagonists of the second half of the show, because like what they want. Well, I guess like that's the beauty of writing a good antagonist. Like you want to believe in what they're doing. Like the whole thing that they wanted was like equality for Mars and Martian people and like self-rule. That's kind of the end. That's kind of the end goal.
No, that's not what they want. That's what Kudelia wanted.
Yep.
Okay.
They just didn't want to be like oppressed like they were.
Yeah.
Like they just wanted power. They wanted
agency.
Right. They wanted their own agency. They didn't want. This was never for all of Mars with them.
Well, that's true. That's true. Like, so, but where in the ends of wanting agency for yourself does that make them the antagonists?
That's not why they're the antagonists, though.
Right. But their antagonist is their way of
the way they do things is why they are the antagonists.
Very cutthroat. But like, and making deals with mobsters and all that stuff. It's like, ooh.
Right, making deals with mobsters, busting into a city that was having a fair government session. Like, they literally started a war in Canada.
Up to that point, like Galahorn was corrupt because while it was
wasn't doing anything on Mars though.
Galahorn was preventing well actually no, because it was actually a motion by the Congress to censure the representative that wanted to push for Martian. Yeah, so they kind of politically they politically fucked the Martian agenda to the point where Mars had to like come fight their way onto the steps of Congress to like, you need to listen to our points. Huh? I guess I'm pro fighting your way into Congress now. Huh?
Damn.
Yeah. No.
I've come all the way around on this. Wow.
Yeah, later, man. Weird.
Yeah.
The election was stolen.
Never.
The end of the first season. The end of that first season, it's like, yeah, no, Tekken was not necessarily the good guys in the beginning of it. They were like, okay, yeah, cool. They took their newfound agency and everything to build schools and everything. They were making real improvements. Like Cookies and Crackers were like in a good school, you know?
Well, they didn't necessarily build, because they didn't build that school, did they? Because that school was there. That was a private school that was on Mars. They just now had money to send people
more
to.
Stuff.
They made it. They
They literally built that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought that Biscuit now had like middle class money, and it was like, Cookie and Cracker, you're not going to the ghetto ass public school no more.
No,
to this private school.
Made it better for everyone.
No. The beginning of the second season, Tekken had money, like stupid amounts of money,
dumb half metal money.
But
to be fair, the money is kind of what started throwing everything sideways, because they like shot up in power inside of Teiwaz, which like garnered all of the ire from
that wasn't even but that wasn't the problem. Still, like,
that wasn't even it though.
They had no.
Mhm.
They were doing good. They literally there were some conflicts on Earth, but they had forces down there. That was fine. They were doing pretty decent. Like I tell D, that first half of the second season is optimistic, but you know everything is going to come back to haunt them. We just didn't know at the time how bad that was going to be.
That, like I said, old boy lying about turbines is kind of what kind of kickstarted it off to a degree too. It didn't help.
Yeah, son.
But
because even then, like, even though things were going well, it's not like their expanded organization was working really well, because all the people they absorbed on Earth were like, we're not listening to these children. We don't know who you are. Like, we're going to use you for your money and military power, but we're just going to, you're still human waste. Why do we need you here? So they put them on the front lines to die for someone's war.
That's better than they were off in the first season. Trust me.
It's kind of like,
okay, it's better it's better basically by default, because now they have more bargaining power when dealing with
and they were the head of their own organization. And remember, last person who raised the mouth to Orga about the organization got shot in the back of the head in front of everybody else, and he was like, "Now,
any other questions?"
Objector. Right. So the like I said, but look, when this man, they were like, "Look, back off of the hole. You're gonna wake it up." And he just was like, "Shut up! You're dumb." And I was like, "Okay, fine." But
it's all good though, because he died and he went to the Build Fighter universe and got smart. So it's all good.
That's one nigga I could like live without coming to like. I like the character in Build Fighters, but I could deal with him like not getting a happy ending. No, you don't get to go to Happy Valhalla, you broke bitch.
You raggedy bit.
Oh, yeah, but like that's like my thing. Like literally the entire after they beat the Hashimal, it's like, okay, cool. It's like, oh, Mikazuki's a little bit more paralyzed. That's a little bit of a problem.
Like I really feel because I don't know. I would say like I don't know what they could have done to like not make things worse. So like, well, if Orga didn't throw in with McGillis, then things would have been okay. Like it went because like all McGillis said like you can be King of Mars, and there's like not any real leverage that he put over him. He's just like, hey, don't you want to be safer?
Oh, for real? Say less.
Right.
Like, here's the thing, though. It was like, all right, who's the only other person? It's like, Mikazuki ain't gonna tell Orga, hey, take a step back and think about this. Eugene, oh my god. Eugene was a good commander. He did not have the...
He's not a good advisor.
Right. Like, he literally was like, all right, Orga, let's do this, you know? Respect Eugene, and that's why Kanye survived throughout the whole series. He was smart, but he didn't step up to Orga. So there was, and Maribit, she tried to tell,
but she's an outsider.
She's an outsider. Yeah,
she tried to tell them. She was like, "Look, this
Orga, look, come home and be a family man." Like, Orga, go home, be a family man. Excuse me, come home, be a family man with me, and like we'll just like not have to do any of this anymore.
But no, what does this mean, Orga? look, Orga lost all like literal like after Biscuit died. Like I said, there was
all
no
the brake pedals. All the brake pedals in Tekiden have been stripped out. It's just gas and weight.
Every important decision
downhill, baby.
I mean, you knew something was you knew it was getting to the point with Orga in terms of his mental space when every important decision he's like, yeah, let me go on ahead and talk to Mikazuki for a minute.
No, that's not the answer. yes, let's talk. Let's talk to the
Counselor Nappa from TFS.
Well, no, Counselor
the baby.
He's like, oh, that's your boy and all, but like, important decisions that's life or death. Maybe don't go to the guy that's out to kill everybody. Maybe.
Like, let's not go to the guy whose answer is gun to any question.
This man,
like anybody else would have been there when they heard Mikazuki say what he says. Like, whose man's is this? Like, yo, you need to calm down.
Tell me who to kill, Orga. Tell me who's next.
He had walked past the room.
Whoa, man! I just want to know if you want a Chinese.
Like, Orga, literally sitting in a room in the dark, like realizing, oh my god, I lost one of my best friends to this. I need to think about this. Mikazuki comes walking in, and he's like, I don't know what
slaps
I'm doing
Orga.
Like, grabs this man by the throat. Who do I kill, Orga? What do I destroy next?
Can you imagine if he was alive to raise his kid? It's like every day is like
fuck.
What do I do, Daddy?
Like,
who do I kill?
I guess like the only hope is that like Kudelia could like. No, I have a feeling that if Mikazuki was there to raise his child, that even if like he was there with Kudelia and what's her name, and Astra, like Astra would be cool, mom, like, haha, isn't your dad so funny? Mikazuki, stop talking about murder. And Kudelia would be like trying to teach the child to read, something like that. You're boring, mommy. I want to go play with guns with dad.
Well, no, he can't even do that. No, he couldn't even do that. And then also, if he starts to talk that crazy shit, all she has to do is roll him over.
Roll him over and unplug him.
Yeah. All right, that's enough. Daddy's had too much to drink. Just gonna.
Daddy's had one too many fermented dates.
The fact that Astra literally, she was like, she doesn't like, oh no, I don't want to just marry Mikazuki. No, I want us all three to be married. And then it's like,
Astra's that down about it. Baby. Look, that's why the turbines fucking is the best.
Yeah, get your own hair.
Mikazuki was like, that actually sounds kind of nice.
Okay, I'm gonna put a hot take out here, and I've always felt this way, and it's probably gonna piss some people off, but I always felt that polyamory is for people who want their cake and eat it too.
Yeah, exactly.
But
that's how
isn't that the point?
I'm not saying it's wrong.
Not the point?
It's just not for me.
Is that not? If I have cake, why am I not going to eat it?
Hey, that's not even a fucking hot take, bro. That's like, you're freezing cold right now. Put on a jacket.
Like, I don't see the issue here.
It's basically like, hey man, this cake is delicious, but this pie though, I want that too.
But I can't have it all.
But in this case, it worked out because she like Kadeya was like, oh, that sounds like a nice idea. Mikazuki, yeah, sure.
Like,
sure, why not?
Look,
yeah,
if
sure.
the
food, right?
Look,
like,
if the cake and the pie are with it, then I don't see the problem. If the cake, the pie, the cookies, I don't think I can come up with enough items for all of the Turbines family.
I'm just saying it's not for me.
I know it's not for you. It's not for everyone. Like, look, the Turbines made that shit work. We wait. How many children does he have? Yeah, no, we just set 30. We just set up a daycare center on one of these planets, and like as they're old enough, they come and help work on the ships. What? Like,
that's like the most.
Yes, King. Yes, King.
Everybody, when they were introduced to like Naze and his wives, they were like, "Oh, hold up."
Wait, Space Michael Jackson got that juice? Yes, sir.
But like I said, Kudelia was like, okay, that doesn't sound too bad and everything. And I love it because everybody at the end of the series, like when they saw after that aired, like when they aired it as a movie, because the final episode was shown in theaters and it was called The Final Flag. And I thought that felt bad when I saw that was the name coming for it. I felt bad. I was like, oh.
Yeah,
oh no.
Pretty horrible, isn't it?
Yeah. It was Iron Blooded Orphans, The Final Flag. Me. Oh no.
Hey man, that ending. No, but that ending with her and with Astra and Kudelia almost made it worth it. Almost.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, cool. And then you find out, yes, they actually did get married.
Yeah.
That's like the 3 days to retirement level of just.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Mikazuki was too old for this shit at the age of 17.
All right.
So he had that going into the episode. He had that going into episode 1. This man was like,
Mikazuki was tired and bored in the first episode when he had to shoot a man in the back of the head for talking back.
Uh-huh.
I mean, think about it. You're put like war. Like I think it's not just this show. You see it in a lot of shows. Like you get put in a situation where you have to grow up. You have to grow up really quick.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
that is like 7.
It's like
Look,
yeah, he already.
Yeah,
look, especially
Mikazuki
what was
didn't have anybody to give him the bright slap.
He didn't need anyone to give him the. No, he needed someone to like, nah, nigga, you need to chill.
Mikazuki, you can say whatever you want about Mikazuki, but he is a person who, well, outside of being needed to direct things, he knew what he wanted, and he was a very simple person, and he got the job done.
Actually, you know what's a wild thing to think about? As much as people complain about IVO, I think for like the average,
about it.
a lot of people online.
They do.
Yeah.
It's a really divisive series.
For like what I feel like a lot of like the average Gundam fans say they want in a Gundam pilot, I think Mikazuki is like the perfect pilot that embodies all of those traits. And they get is like, no, I don't want this. But like if describing the person that you want, like I want a person of action that is like that's gonna be there to do the fighting when the fighting needs to be done. That person's a monster.
Yeah.
So I actually wanted to hit on this. I was watching a video, I think it was like a couple weeks ago, it doesn't really matter, but someone was explaining, like they were talking about Tekadon and like their whole, their journey throughout the series, and I'm sure we already hit on this, but like they pretty much explained it's kind of like Tekadon's journey is kind of like Pokemon Sun, where it feels like you're watching from the perspective of the antagonist, like they like in season 2 where the Rusei Go misses that shot at a crucial second. That is something that happens to the bad guys in Gundam. That doesn't happen to the good guys.
Yeah.
Yo, can I just say, like when he misses that shot, my heart died. Like, actually, no, my heart had died 1 or 2 episodes before when Orphan's Tears played over a bloody teddy bear.
I'm about to say, man, for like the last 10 episodes of that show,
39 to 50. Yeah,
39 to 50. It was just tearing my heart out every time. Like, okay, it can't get worse. Oh, God.
No, like when they do. I'm sorry. Like I still have to say, like the worst one is like Orphan's Tears. No credit roll, just a toy shop.
Yep. Bam, bam.
In pieces. God damn it!
Like I'm watching this and I'm thinking to myself, like I think about that YouTube clip, but are we the baddies?
Are we the bad guys here?
No, what's the worst thing about it? Like, I'm just thinking, this man Shino died. Like, and I'm just thinking, like,
and hold on, sorry, Cam, but he didn't have to die. I understand his frustrations. Like that reminds me of like when that happens. Like that reminds me of a Destiny raid. So I get that righteous indignation, but it was so unnecessary.
No, the worst thing about it is poor Yamagi back on the ship.
God damn it!
Just pain.
And they hooked up with the Zealot Farid. They joined the dark side. Yeah, Lord Longshadow in the chat, like when they hooked up with the Zealot Farid, they joined the dark side. Look, as I said earlier, Farid was not wrong. He was just an asshole.
Yeah.
Like Farid's base cause good. Farid's methods not so good. But
no, this man played the 20-year long game. It's brilliant.
Good, Rocco bad.
Was like, hey.
But like to be fair, Farid's backstory kind of like Farid saw no problems with this world needs to burn. Like all these people in charge.
This old man fucked me. Now it's time to fuck the world.
Look, Farid like I am you.
It was literally he was a very radical person. Was like, nah, we gotta burn McGillhorn to the ground. And then Russell's looking at him like, I don't know, man. It's a little too radical for me, man. No, it's not happening.
Yo, Russell really did look at Farid like, nah, we're gonna have to stomp that out right there. And then after this is done, Are they all dead? Are all the like radicals gone? Yeah. All right. So all those things they wanted, signed that into law. All right. Cool. Let's go.
Yo, I'm still laughing though. The funniest shit ever to me, and I shouldn't because it's a fucked up part. Orga is literally telling Russell, hey dog, hey, we surrender. We're sorry.
Can't hear you. Yeah.
I'm sorry. The radio broke up. Fire the Iron Slaves.
Yeah. Sorry, dog. Your radio broke. So we're gonna have to kill you. Sorry, man.
Phone who this?
Rules.
You're too dangerous to live.
It's like Galahorn's blocking all communication off the planet. Why? Oh, because what they're about to do is illegal, and they know.
Yeah, we don't need.
Like I said, Galahorn showed why railguns should be illegal.
Oh man, the finessing that they were doing those latter episodes, I was like, wow, that is like pitch perfect. Block communication, take out any way they can leave Mars, and
Galahorn showed why they've been doing this for so long. Like,
right.
I feel like the first seasons,
easy.
like the first season, you saw like Galahorn being kind of fumbling over itself, tripping over like its old ways and its doctrines, and then like
to be fair, they got caught off guard by Tekkadan because they're like, who the hell is these people?
yeah. Like
yeah, it's like that one blueberry in a Crucible match. Like, who the fuck is this guy? Why is this working?
Look, and then it just turned around. Like the serious people stepped into the room. Like, no, we are Galahorn. We do this shit for a living.
Yeah, so someone's like, yo, man, what's going on? We're losing to a bunch of kids. All right, that's it. Time for war crimes.
Time for the 6 stacks of Unbrokens and Flawless to come in.
I will give Russell his credit. He did get rid of corruption. I will give him that. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure
after murder.
I know.
Right.
I'm saying,
yeah, he got rid of corruption after he did corruption.
Yeah.
It's like
I committed war crimes to stop war crimes.
You know the funny thing was the whole second season. I remember me and D talking about this. Look, I'm gonna need Russell to die. Look, I'm gonna need Russell to die. Look, I'm gonna need Russell to die. You know what? Maybe Russell doesn't need to die. You know what?
You know what? Maybe because like when I'm
okay,
really
Russell
mad.
2024.
Shut.
All right, so Chris, wait, how many in here know how to play spades?
I know how to play spades. He doesn't know how to play spades.
Bro.
I don't know how to play spades.
See,
I'm not
knows
good at it.
about what
All right. So no, here's my joke, Chris. Like, McGillis pulled up with what is it? Galahorn's out there with like a bunch of aces and face trumps, and McGillis shows up. I got the 2 of spades. We didn't say we're playing by those rules.
with the house rules.
Oh, Russell really did pull the Thanos. I had to use the stones in order to get rid of the stones.
Look,
I used the stones to destroy the stones.
I'm so mad because Russell was like, you know what? It's like
right, corruption.
Galahorn does need a remodel, but we're gonna do this my way.
Let me be corrupt one more time, and then it's done.
So
what did it cost you? A good character.
Nothing.
Look.
Now.
Actually, it really like it. McGillis kind of did Russell's job for him. Like McGillis and McGillis and Tekkadan pulled through the weak, corrupt parts of Galahorn and like kind of cleaned house for them. So Russell's left with like just kind of the best of the best, or like the most willing to commit war crimes for the cause, depending on how you want to look at it. What did you say, Chris?
No, I was saying then, the rebake got rid of his last guy that he really didn't need. And then, good to go.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man.
He literally lost nothing.
Look, Russell. Oh man, if only Yak was dead. Akihiro.
Akihiro, I got you, chief.
Say shit.
Oh no, he died.
In the chat.
Oh, really?
Akihiro left the chat. Oh, god damn it, Eok survived the battle. Akihiro re-enters chat. You motherfucker!
But you know what? I couldn't even feel bad for him getting killed. I was like,
what's
bro.
that saying from Fallout New Vegas or whatever? The dude with the bandages said, "We can't let God do all the work." Can't let Russell do all the work.
Like I couldn't even feel bad for Kujin getting killed because I was like, well, bruh,
You brought this on yourself.
well, he brought it on himself. He got full on
Yeah.
himself because he saw a remake and fucking in the
Barbados.
yeah, the Barbados on their last legs. He's like, oh man, we're gonna win.
Charge in for he like charge in to get the glory. No, we must have the glory.
The
That's
funniest
dumb.
thing about it is if he hadn't gone on the radio and could like declared victory.
If Akihiro didn't hear that voice, Akihiro would have died. Like,
it
God
wasn't
damn
even
it.
a voice. It was the
What
name.
happened?
Oh,
You
the
were talking
name.
on that good shit a minute ago. Fight me. Break like you're familiar. Get me around.
This man threw off like 6 graze. Like it was like he pulled out the scissors.
That's over, Chief.
The funniest thing about it was when everybody saw the scissors, like when they first introduced the remake Full City, we were like, "Yo, these things are gonna be really cool." And then he got that kill on the first dude, the mercenary dude,
Yep.
and it was like, "Oh, okay, these are really, really cool." And it was like, "Oh man, he hasn't gotten any more kills with him this season." Then he busted him out on the yacht, and everybody was cheering.
Yo,
Look.
Kujin's own partner was looking at him like, it's a damn shame he's getting killed. I wish I could do something.
Yeah, it
Damn
reminds me of that
shame.
scene from. It reminds me from that scene from Invincible. Like, all right, you guys can either let me here, crush this guy to death, and fire your guns in the air. Fire your guns in the air, and you all get to walk away alive.
Oh.
All right, kill him.
That's it.
Have at it, man.
Look, say less
You don't
on
want that guy anyway.
Like this is all beneath me right now at this point. It's done.
Mhm.
My favorite thing about it though is that like Mikazuki did like when he comes back from his like when he just like when the Barbatos Rex hits its full on oh my god all limiters off mode. That,
It's 100% synchronicity with the pilot.
that is the most terrifying display of Mobile Suit Pilot. Like, I don't even want to call it piloting.
Yeah, I'm about to say, man, he's just a part of the mobile suit.
He's just a beast at that point. A literal beast. That's all he is.
Like,
Oh shit.
like rip through Mobile Suits with the claws, you know? What?
With that
Maybe you should
screw
give him
fag
the
attack.
clamps.
Oh god. Like,
Clamps.
Give him the clamps.
Look.
There is a reason they called Mikazuki the demon.
Yeah, that Barbatos is a demon.
Yeah, man.
All of them are demons. Oh wait, here are the scissors. Here's the scissors in game. I love it. You can hear the armor. Oh, I love that finisher. Like, as like nasty as the Barbados is, I feel like the Gushin remake honestly has some of my favorite finishers like in game. Just because like even like just the base remake, the forearms combat, or like just it using the forearms to like whip someone's ass with the halberd.
Did Jared drop out?
No, I'm still
No.
here.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm actually just playing the game now.
But like, I'm not gonna lie. It was one of those things when I told D this. At the end of the season, I was mad. I was livid. Like I was like, oh my god, I hated that ending. I hated that ending. About 2 weeks after it, I was like, you know what?
You know what? They needed to die.
That was probably the best ending that show could have had.
Look, downer ending. All right, so one of those other discussions that like has
Downer
rotated.
ending?
It's like not. It's a downer ending in the moment. In the end, like and like with some distance from it, it's like, oh, it's not that bad.
I think because what's his face gets revenge for Orga getting killed,
Yep.
and I was like,
Oh
no.
my
Yeah,
god.
that's a stupid dude. in the
Done up
toilet.
in the bathroom. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Do you remember Orga?
This man-
Who is he? I'm like, what?
This man ride up here looking like Setsuna. Why?
Do you remember
This
Orga?
man up in the bathroom.
Bit, done. 4 shots and you're dead.
Also, let's give this man Orca credit. He took like a whole clip of MP5 and turned around and still shot somebody, and then made a monologue before dying.
You know, if he didn't turn around and shoot the guys, he probably would have survived. You know, that was the blood loss right there. You know?
Yeah.
Like, okay, look, the episode ending with, you know, with him face down on the ground, reaching forward, like saying Mikazuki's name and everything, like pointing for the sky. That hurt. But you know what? I was like, I guess this needed to happen. Didn't think it was gonna happen like that.
I will say this though, Jared. So Gundam Extreme versus 2.
Yep.
They had that at they had it at well, the last before pre-pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
They had it at MagFest.
Ooh, yes, sir.
Oh, with the arcade cabinets?
Yeah, the arcade cabinets, and they had the rebake on it and stuff. I saw a couple of people playing as the rebake and stuff. It's fun. It looks
so good. MagFest is at the Gaylord, right?
Yeah.
All right. I've been debating actually catching it one year. If is it coming back this year or next year?
I don't know. I mean, because you know COVID and all that stuff is kind of like a toss up, and plus all the internal shit that went down with MagFest.
Actually, I have no idea. I have not been paying attention to what's been going on in MagFest.
Oh yeah, basically the people behind MagFest, there was some YouTube shenanigans behind the scenes.
Oh god.
So, some people
Yeah,
hired
buddy.
them to step down, and you know how that goes. As soon as some people step down, then it's like, hey, who's gonna run MagFest now? You don't know. So
I should have been at Animazement this weekend, but no, North Carolina don't know how to handle COVID.
things that happen.
Yeah.
Look, it's the second year that I haven't had Animazement, and I feel a little upset. You know,
Look,
like,
coming to BlurCon next month. Well, in
BlurCon.
July.
Well, you know, no, it's July.
Yeah, July. Yeah, not June. I keep forgetting like it's not June yet.
What?
Look, I forgot it wasn't June yet.
Yeah, it's like the weekend of my birthday.
Big more reason to come and get drunk with us.
I mean, that's true.
Still, people are gonna wild out that weekend, considering I think that's like the first like big convention. Well, not big. But
First, like real convention.
real convention. So I'm assuming it'll be more
Wait,
people.
hey, does anybody know if Atlanta's having Dragon Con this year?
Nope.
No one in
I
Atlanta,
think they have time to make their decision because that's in September.
no in Georgia. They're gonna go full tilt with it and just do it because you know Repop already decided they're gonna do New York Comic Con. It's gonna be open to everybody. I'm like, I'm not going to New York Comic Con. Nope.
Look, like that's the one thing. That's the one thing I'm happy about BlurCon. They came out and said like, yeah, we're doing BlurCon. Y'all niggas gotta get vaccinated first though.
Gotta wear a mask.
You have to get
indoors.
vaccinated and wear a mask. Fuck y'all.
Yo, there was so many people. I did not.
Actually, ain't don't wear a mask.
I saw so many angry posts like, haha, look, it's available. Go.
I mean, hey, health department's like, hey, get your vaccine. Here, get it.
Look, Maryland has been
No,
like
the health
open.
department's fed up. They're like, oh, you know what? Fine, fuck it. Take your mask off. We don't give a shit anymore. Do what you're gonna do.
Nah, not Baltimore.
See, here's the thing. Animazement was originally like, yeah, hey, if it's like we're looking at, we're looking at doing, vaccinate, you need a vaccination and then they were like, okay. It was like, well, because Animazement is always on Memorial Day weekend. Because literally, what I do is I go to Animazement, have fun on Thursday, have fun on Friday. Get really drunk on Saturday night.
Fuck yeah.
Lay in bed Sunday, watch race, lay in my hotel bed, watch racing, and then go to the end of Animazement.
Yeah.
Like that is
There's no races this weekend, is there?
No, there's IndyCar and NASCAR.
Okay.
this
Yeah.
weekend.
Yeah, there's is it oh god, what's that shit? Is it the 500 this weekend?
6.
It's Indy 500.
Yeah, sorry. Indy 500, Coke 6.
Where's the Coke 600? Is that in Atlanta?
It's in Charlotte.
Charlotte? Ooh. So, wait, fuck. It's at the end of June for Coda for NASCAR, right?
No, that was last week.
Fuck!
Yeah.
Damn it! I keep forgetting I missed my chance for that. I was debating it so long I ended up not going. God damn it. I'm trying to convince my wife to let us go to the Miami Grand Prix next year.
I mean, she went on a solo trip to Mexico. I think like she owes you something.
No. She went on a solo trip to Mexico because I fucked up. Look, that's a difference.
Yeah, there you go. So therefore,
there was some Jared ineptitude on that
no,
one.
I'm not saying it's her fault. What I'm saying here is like I think you're due. You need to get something back.
Something back for what? No, look, that's entirely different. I can't support that one. I wanted to go to Mexico.
Take it back for yourself, Jared. I'm saying you fucked yourself, unfuck yourself. I'm not blaming anybody but you.
Okay, just making sure
use that
that
as
the
your
blame.
Excuse.
I was making sure the blame was properly associated.
What he's saying is that you fucked yourself over. Now it's time for you to fuck yourself again by paying more money to go somewhere that's gonna bankrupt.
Equivalent exchange, bitch.
No, I think so. The bad part, so I really want to do it. The bad part is we're planning a trip to Europe that year, so I don't know if I have money to do the Miami Grand Prix.
Oh, if you're going to Europe, man, just go to Europe.
We'll be in Europe before the season.
Oh,
I just heard news that apparently Japan's still kind of messed up. I might even make it to Japan in the next couple of years.
Look, Japan may be canceling the Olympics, not canceling, but delaying the Olympics again. So Japan is going the fuck through it.
Look, here's my thing about Japan. Japan got so uppity about, oh yeah, look at us. We're not having that much COVID transmission and everything. Me. All right. Cool. Japan's COVID numbers are worse than ever. I told y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, it's like they don't watch their own anime.
No.
Look, the worst thing about it is, Look, Hathaway got delayed 3 times this year, and now is on unknown.
Yep.
Because it was like, all right, cool. Hathaway was supposed to come out on 1st to 3rd. It was supposed to come out May 3rd. Okay. They're like, yeah, that was a little bit bad. We'll push it back to May 21st. Numbers get worse.
Hey,
yeah, so
you still have Gran Turismo Olympics.
All right, so I guess we're kind of winding off of IVO. Do we have any closing thoughts for Iron Blooded Orphans this week?
Fuck that nigga E up, bro.
Well, that's like the least controversial take I've ever heard.
Oh no, I'm not controversial.
I'm not saying to be controversial. I'm just saying like, look, that's where we're at.
It's a show.
Better.
It's a show.
Better?
Carta.
Sorry.
Carta.
Yeah, go ahead.
No. All right. I will draw that. I do not think Carta issue deserved better.
I do. I think so. I think she was
She was a fine person, but she was too wrapped up in the pomp. Like she was exactly the person they needed because it was the inner orbit regulatory fleet or the inner Luna regulatory fleet. Whatever the fuck her position was officially.
Inner orbit, yeah.
Inner orbit. She's
force.
Basically the Ginyu Force. Like, they are a parade army, but the parade army ran into some paid fucking mercenaries, and they got kind of what they deserve.
Bro, I still think about that nigga who got misted in the snow, bro.
Bro. Because okay, look, that was the week after Biscuit died. They were hot.
Absolutely.
Blood, and that is it.
Like,
look, literally for that guy.
This guy was like, she's like, we are wham. Like Mikazuki's like,
you get out of your cockpit in the middle of a battle. That's a mistake. Right.
The worst thing about it is, if you remember, the week before, like the episode where Biscuit died, if you remember, Akihiro shoots the guy while they're doing the thing. And he's like, he goes like, he's like, wait, we can shoot them while they're doing this, right? Mikazuki, I guess.
Of course.
Like, they're like, okay, this is stupid.
Look, but like, that's kind of like what I was saying was like, Mikazuki and not Mikazuki, excuse me, Tekkadan and McGillis do Not Baldwin. What's our old gray-haired guy's name?
Russell.
Do Russell the favor of clearing all of the rust and unnecessary parts out of Galahorn before Rustle murders them. Like, thank you for cleaning house for me.
God. The worst thing about let's think about, like, this man McGillis kills, like, literally, like, when he thought he killed Gallia, the last thing he told him was, "Don't worry, I'll take care of your sister." Like,
Look, like I said, look, no, you're not wrong, but like I said, my man, if you were to equate this to UC, it's like Char like telling Garma as he dies, "Don't worry, I'll take care of Minerva."
Like, that was low. And the worst thing about it, it's like, this man McGillis immediately goes to Almira and goes like, "I'm sorry, your brother's died." Like, you killed him.
I killed him.
Like,
Died.
like, right.
Oh,
Like, you're gonna be that person. Like,
it's like you didn't know who I was. It's like you didn't understand the type of person I was, being raised in the Farid family as a former child sex slave.
But the worst thing about it is, this man Gallia, literally, he really did, like, think there was a friendship there, you know?
Look, he's the Garma of their time.
Like, Lance is a child sex, right?
McGillis?
Yeah, no, yeah. So,
Yes.
like, wouldn't you think he would be
A little
sensitive?
upset about that.
Yeah. Like, what?
Like, this kid McGill literally sat around looking angry the whole day. Like, when they showed him as kids and everything, there was a happy smile.
Like,
on that
don't
face.
you
That was-
play? Why don't you play with us? Why don't you get along? Your families are using me like a toy. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Literally like a toy.
Like, he looked at Carter like, "You know."
Oh, fuck you.
Like,
Fuck you. None of you are cool. I will see you all dead one day.
like, it's the funniest thing because it's like, yeah, they build up like this, they build up this quote unquote friendship, you know.
Hey,
And
as
like,
the song says, I was always quiet when you said that we were best friends.
yeah. Absolutely
As
right.
I keep
Like,
saying, 2 points is McGillis Farid's song.
like, that is just the funniest thing because it's like, yeah, it shows them, you know, like when they're like really little. Then it shows them like as they're high schoolers and stuff.
McGillis
It shows
never
them, like,
smiles.
right, like.
I just
McGillis.
thought he was a grumpy Gus. No, I want to see you all murdered and burn your families.
this McGillis. No, the worst thing about it is Carter was still in love with him. Like,
Carter loved the fuck out of McGillis the whole fucking time. God damn it.
McGillis, look, she could be sending like love texts to him. McGillis would be like, McGillis will just leave her on red, and she'd just be like, "He's so wonderful."
Yeah.
That is
Notice me,
Like-
senpai.
Look,
McGillis. No, you know what? Like, he doesn't. Not only does he leave it on red, he makes sure you see the little dot thing, but he never types anything.
all right, so I guess one thing we haven't done, let's take a look at like how the Grimgird actually fares in combat. So they do give you Isarugi as a pilot. Did I say his name right? Was it Isarugi? He dies to a drill knee to the cockpit. Yeah, it's Isarugi. So unfortunately, Isarugi was a really solid wingman the entire time, but he just got disrespected by a much more powerful mobile suit.
Oh God. That Vidar Kamaris was nasty. Like,
Oh, absolutely. Was it the Chimaris or the Chimaris Trooper that got him?
no, he got done up by the Kamaris, was it? Vidar Kamaris, which was the combination of both.
Yeah, I was trying to remember if it was just the Chimaris or the Chimaris Trooper.
No, see, the Chimaris is what he has the first time. He gets it from his family. Then after Mikazuki does him up, he comes back with the Chimaris Trooper.
Look.
And then after
how many problems would be solved if Galio would have just died? if someone would have made sure that he was dead.
I mean,
he stabbed him in the cockpit and watched him explode. Like, what else do you do after that?
I don't think much really changes.
Yeah.
Actually, it is true. Galio doesn't put the nail in the coffin.
No, the only thing that changes is that Julieta doesn't get a moral compass the second season.
Yeah, probably.
Pretty much.
That's the only thing that changes, because that's what his purpose is. So, like, I hate to say it, Galio benefited from his ass kicking, but he said that
Galio grew as a person from all the betrayal he went through. Oh fuck! So. All right, can I explain? Wait, hold on. Sorry. Can I explain how fucked up this game is? The final battle for like the event mission with the fucking Helmwige drops you in against the Chimaris Vidar. It lets you get your revenge.
But yeah, what were you saying, D?
Oh, like if we're going based on that, then he's literally the protagonist.
Yeah.
Actually,
yeah.
Yes, Galio is the protagonist of the series.
The funniest thing was, it was one of those.
The show is Garma. Oh, we've said it before. IBO is Garma getting his revenge.
Yeah,
it's Garma is the protagonist of the Gundam series.
When they introduced Vidar, like in Rust, which is the funniest thing because Rust will let Galio play his long game. You know, he's like, "This is Vidar," you know. Okay, fine. Juliet, you'll be with Vidar. Sure, you know.
Whatever.
Vidar, she's like, these hecking out like trash and everything. Hey, they're going through some rough stuff.
You have to respect them. You can kill them, but you gotta respect them.
He's like, he's like, they fight. They have a reason why they fight and everything. And she's like, yeah, whatever and everything. And it took her till the end, and it took her several years after the end of the series to understand what he was talking about. But
like, I don't know why. I really didn't get her character the entire show. Like her entire run there, I didn't really understand her very well.
See, I did because
she was supposed to be COTS, but like we like her in the end because she like listens and like doesn't fly into a space rock and die.
But the funniest thing about she gets her ass handed to her the first time she fought Mikazuki.
She gets her ass handed to her almost every time until she gets like the Regenlay's Julia, and then she still gets beat once, and then she like finally like puts it all together in the end, but is saved by Einslaves killing the person she's trying to kill.
But you know, I mean, yeah, and that's why she kind of got robbed for big fight. But you know what? It was that point of holy crap.
To be fair, they also did that to old girl in fucking Sea Destiny. So
wait, which old girl in Sea Destiny?
Oh, the sister. What's her name? Caligula.
Caligula.
Oh, Kigali.
Yeah.
Caligula. Kigali.
Sorry,
what are you talking about?
I know something close to it. Like I know it's something.
Bruh. But yeah, no, Kigali Yula Atha.
Yeah, Athra. Got.
Nah, it's Atha. She hasn't married not Athra, it's Athrin Zala. Yeah. So it'd be Kigali Yula Zala. Because Athrin renounced and then picked up his last name. So I don't fucking know what she'd be after they got married.
Nothing. She's an Athra again.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's like Julieta's character was interesting because she served the point. Her whole character is essentially what Gallia was the first season.
Yeah.
I can see that. You know what the other thing I can see is? Go ahead. Finish yours.
That's what her character perspective is supposed to be. Her entire character's perspective is Galio without learning the lessons. And that's why he's there as Vidar, because he sees so much of himself in her. And that's like, he's trying to get her to not go down that same pathway. He's like, yeah, no, learn from this. Respect them, you know? Like,
so, you know what the other thing I can kind of see is? Like, so, Julieta, like, being,
Go ahead,
now Julieta being kind of innocent and, well, not really innocent. Julieta's, like, main thing is, like, I can fight. I'm strong. I'll fight for what I believe in. I need someone to point me. I kind of feel like Julieta is an Earth-born version of Mikazuki.
I was gonna say Julieta is literally just our favorite sand hater, Anakin.
Sand hater.
wow.
What is Mikazuki but Darth Vader born on Mars?
I mean, the only thing I will say this though, right? Because y'all brought Vidar and stuff, right? I kind of wish that they kept Galileo actually kept the look of Vidar the whole way instead of changing up with that mashup.
Oh yeah, when he was like, after he like was like, well, might as well, you know.
Yeah,
like,
McGillis
right.
needs to know who's gonna give it to him.
X going.
V, go give it to you. Go give it to you. Oh,
Like that was the weirdest. Like, Jared, your mashups for this game looks better than that.
Oh yeah, the Vidar
Oh, you're talking-
Kamaris?
yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Let's look at
that was like the worst case of a kit bash.
Look,
Yeah,
even then, like the designs that they come up with, because like even like all the upgrades to the Barbados, even though they're all effectively kit bashes, do look better as well.
Yeah, and I mean,
Like it was
it's like,
progress forward. That's basically
right.
like
The Kamaris looks cool. The VR is one of the best looking mobile suits that I had seen.
I really fucking love the Vidar. The Vidar just looks so fucking evil.
Like the VR.
Yeah, it's literally. It's oh god, I have it up on screen right now. It is not a pretty mobile suit.
it's just a mess.
Yeah,
It's
and it's like okay, so Vidar was literally just Kamaris with some different armor, and then you were like, well, now I don't need to hide that's a Kamaris. I'm gonna put some of this Kamaris armor back on it, bro. You had the best looking suit in the entire series.
It's not about looks though.
No, it wasn't about looks. It was about proving a point. Which is
That is also true. So this is the interesting thing that like I like to do every once in a while. Like, so I guess it's not really fair to compare it to the Gundam, the R78. So, an interesting point is, so your base frame, that is the wrong base frame, was a lot of stuff comes from the Grimgird. The Grimgird is 18.5 meters, which is a half a meter taller than a Gundam, but it is a little under half the dry weight of the Gundam. When that like all kind of comes down to the Gundam has like a nuclear reactor on board and a complete set of armor, whereas like when you start looking at
these things are kind of framey.
Like, yeah, these are like it's mostly just frame with like exposed frame with like armor sitting on top of it. The Grimgird is 29.2 tons, whereas like the Mobile Suit Gundam itself is, I believe, 43 dry tons and 60 tons fully loaded. Jeez. The Grimgird doesn't get a whole lot heavier. But like, and on top of that, like the Ahab reactor system is like admittedly lighter than the standard nuclear reactors off of the normal mobile suits. Where it does get closer, the heavy suit that is the Helmwige. The Helmwige is 44 dry tons, which is still 2/3 the dry weight. It's about even to the dry weight of the Gundam. Yeah, it's about even to the dry weight of the Gundam. It's half a ton heavier.
Like, my favorite thing though, and I still don't know why he did this. So, all right, if you remember, when Mikazuki, when Galileo goes and like challenges McGillis, he gets like the fight gets interrupted immediately by Mikazuki.
Yep.
And then he goes, all right, well, going back to the ship, and then comes back with the extra armor from the Kamaras.
There's reasons. It's like, well, okay, I guess, sure.
Like, if I gotta have this fight, I'm gonna fight this the way you know me.
It was me, Austin. It was me all along.
All right. So
I absolutely love, like Galio is one of my favorite characters from this whole series. Why?
He
Just
is our
because
protagonist.
Yeah, it's like, okay, the first season, he learns the errors of his ways. Almost dies for it to learn.
He dies learning it's wrong to be racist against Martians.
Comes back, you know what? He's like, you know what? We treated them wrong. But McGillis still gotta go.
Nah.
The worst
All right.
One of those things, like,
Think about it.
we got a different process, but we got to the correct end.
Right. The worst thing about it is, think about it. There were a bunch of engineers at Gallahorn who knew that he had survived because they all made the modifications to his mobile suit. And I can't think of the name of the she was the chief mechanic on their ship.
Oh yeah.
She was like, oh yeah, no, this mobile suit's special.
Nah,
Like,
Chief One-san. Fuck yeah. Like,
she was
yes, ma'am.
She was like, yeah, no, this mobile suit's special. Like, I know exactly. She's like, I knew exactly who this, who you are and what this is. And I was like, okay, fine, God, what was her name? But yeah, it was sort of funny because remember, this man, like half of Gallahorn literally turned on, like they started infighting.
But like the whole thing was like half of them like we respect the old ways. The other half is like we don't play by those rules anymore. That's like dumb. Like just because you have the holy sword doesn't mean that you get to be the pilot. Anyone can pilot it. Like, oh, you have the Levignana system. Wow, big whoop.
Yamazin, okay, that's her name. Yamazin Toka. She was the mechanic.
But moving from our never-ending depth of interest in IBO, a few little things about the game that have come back up. So over the last few weeks, this dates back to before Christmas, where we had a discussion about the waifu war in the game, where they had the poll to see who would be the new AI pilot. Not little did we know. We knew it was going to happen eventually. They're just going to put all of the main female characters into the game as pilots. So,
oh my god, it's the crossbone voting thing. It's the crossbone voting thing all over again.
Look, no, they did not put One-san in here yet. But what's the crossbone voting thing before we go on?
So a few years ago, they made a thing and it was like, hey, what would you guys like to see animated next? And there was like 98% of the vote.
Crossbone, you dense motherfuckers.
And then like the next 11% was Hathaway's Flash. And then like they announced
here's Hathaway. All right, I will say they at least like kind of held true to the voting, because in the voting, Rindo Kuzunoha and Sana Miyama were the like top two, and it was like more or less just a tied fight for the two of them for who was going to be added first. So they just added both of them at the same time. They've expanded the selection, and we have Rin Kotomori and Yuri Ichinose, but it's leaving out the person that I really want in the game, who is Ran Kotomori, Rin's mother, because reasons. One-san's in game. One-san's
big mommy energy, dog. That's what we need.
That big mommy adult energy. Please.
Yes.
The morals of this show will not allow this discussion for these characters.
Look, like, if not, fine, I'll vote for Yuri, but
Like, no, I'll vote for Rindo because Rindo is at least out of high school.
Oh wait, is that the black haired girl?
Yes, Rindo's the black haired girl.
Yeah.
Rindo, she ended up winning a championship, so she did graduate. So,
yeah, okay, we can go over her now. Yeah, let's do it. Pick her. We win.
But Rindo's already in the game. I've maxed out maxed out my ace and sub parts for Rindo. I'm about aced on Sana Mayama. But they've added the bursting with energy. So the game, when you initially meet Yuri Ichinose, they say that she's an in-fighter with the range of an out-fighter. Yuri Ichinose gets added into the game as an out-fighter just because it works out better. And Rin Kotomori as her suit. I forget the name of her suit, but it's based off of the
Pale Rider, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's based off of the Pale Rider. I think it's actually called the Pale Destiny because it's a blend of the Blue Rider and Blue Destiny and Pale Rider.
Oh, if any of you all are interested, there is the Pale Rider Titans type available on P Bandai right now. It just started its pre-sale, and I think they go till June. It's an HG kit like all the other Pale Rider kits, but this one comes in Titans colors.
Ooh, I think I saw a drop of that. That sounds like really fucking cool. But I think like when we were talking about during the waifu war episode that we did, I went back and looked at it. I think what I referred to, this is is this the Rin? I think I might have launched in the wrong mission, but I referred to Rin Kotomori as the investment play because you see Rin Kotomori.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
To see you every day or whatever.
The pre-order on the quest is Yagdoga is cheaper than what it is a P Bandai kit, and it's still cheaper than what I paid for my Ganai's Yagdoga, which
is that a statement on how much people value Quest versus Ganai?
It could be, but like
look, Ganai may be the ultimate simp, but
oh no, ultimate simp might have to go to Mashima. Like that man was on some Haman.
That is also true, but well, I can't really say that because like Mashima, like while he was on Haman, was like on everything else that moved as well.
No, he was not. That was his whole thing. It's Haman with the roses and everything. He played
a playboy, but he was all about. Oh, so I'm looking closer at Rin's suit build. It also has the beam rifle off of a I can't remember if it's a Jagan or a Jesta. What's the one that's like built to keep up with the unicorn? Is it the Jesta or the Jagan? Jesta. She has the Jesta beam rifle. So she has the Jesta cannon beam rifle.
Oh god, that's the box mag. Yeah, the grenade launcher and the box mag.
Yeah, like that big ol' super M4 looking rifle.
Oh yeah.
Use all that customization. Put the grenade launcher up, box mag. Like
hell yes.
Tactical Agans.
Look, Operator AF.
Let's go.
Look, I'm just still mad that you can get done up by a bunch of stealth mobile suits.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
I know.
Oh, wait. So, what's the name of the base in Colorado again?
Cheyenne.
Yeah. So, you've seen Chris. You've seen Unicorn, of course, right? CJ, you with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. You've seen Unicorn, right? Yeah. So, like, one of our underappreciated scenes of the show that we always have to come back to is the Londo Bell assault on the Cheyenne base. You know that one?
Oh,
where the Jesters just straight up SEAL team a bunch of the Zeta and the Carl Gustav.
man, hold up. Is that the one where old boy put the sniper rifle through his mobile suit to kill himself in order to like get caught?
No,
Was that the second,
that was the episode before. That was episode 4. During episode
Okay. I can
yeah,
get them both.
episode 6 is the one where like Zeta like sees his teammate get the arms cut off, and he tries to transform in that mode.
Yeah.
And the Jester lands on his back. Like,
Not today.
no, you ain't going no. Like,
Yeah, no. That is like we always come back to it. It is a highly underappreciated moment in Gundam series when fucking SEAL Team Jesta wrecks the day of the Cheyenne base.
No, you want to know it's another good scene, and it because not many people watched it, and it's the beginning scene for narrative when they intercept what's her name.
Yo.
Oh, like when she's trying to get away and they like get her on that road. That is
what like because who was it that was running that operation?
It was Lana Bell again, but
it was Lana Bell again. I didn't remember it was them. Yeah, no, that's another really good scene. I just like I remember like going in to watch narrative like, oh, this is just really pretty. I get none of this. I feel like when I watch narrative, I feel like Teddy watching Unicorn. Teddy, did you go watch narrative? Is Teddy still here? Ted, did you fall asleep on us?
You there, babe? He might be gone, or he might be asleep. It is kind of late.
It is getting there. I think we're rounding down. We talked about the new AI pilot, so I guess it's only fair to like wrap up with going into talking about the capsule prizes and the gosses of the week. So as much as we talked about the main event for this week, because like IBO is like I don't care, IBO's that shit. We have some interesting like main gotchas for this week. But before that, of course, we have to hit our dailies.
Sorry,
no, go ahead.
I put on narrative, and I had the and I was forget they had the Jester sniper from the Shirts Ray team, like when they were trying to catch the unicorn.
And first drop in the main standard pool is Jester cannon. Continue.
Like there's at the beginning of well, it's like a few minutes into narrative. There when they like. There was a team of jesters, like custom like jesters made just to catch this unicorn, and like he's sitting up there with a special beam rifle, like a bipoded beam sniper rifle.
And number one trainer herself, Rakoa Lond, is my standard pilot pool for the week.
Rakoa, oh my god, Rakoa.
Wait, isn't Rakoa the one Char didn't notice me, so I'm gonna go to the fucking
Yes,
yes.
And then when it was telling him, and then told what's her name? God, what's her name? Camille's girl.
Damn. Shit, I know what you're talking about.
Former Titan, you know.
Yeah. Hey, all right. So CJ, you are the guest this week. You get to pick the series for the special poll. So each week I have about enough tokens to do a poll for a particular series mobile suit. I'll let you pick which one we're going to do this week. So we have normal Gundam or Gundam Missing Link, Thunderbolt, Stardust Memory, Gundam X and Victory, G Gundam, Wing Gundam, Endless Waltz, full Endless Waltz set. The Seed series, 00 Age. What series should I pull from for this week?
Because this is going to be the next one on our show's list of Gundam shows. I'm gonna go with Stardust Memory.
Bro, I'm hyped to come and talk about Stardust Memory. Just let me know the day. Emma Sheen.
Yeah, no. Because when Emma confronts like Rekko, like why she left, she was like, you don't understand the woman's needs and everything. And I just was like watching this. I remember I was watching today the first time. I was like, "Are you serious?"
Yo, look, I'm sorry. Quest puts it out there when it happens. Char doesn't have any eyes for anyone but that child that died in the 1-year war.
Wait, you didn't care.
Yep. And the drop for Stardust Memory was GPO2 arms. So like, let's go.
Boosters for days.
Big old fucking booster. Them big old boosters.
I mean, it's better than that big warship that is called GPO3. So
Excuse me, you mean the pistol unit?
The mobile armor.
Yeah.
Look, I love that shit. I don't care. I love it. I love how dumb it is. I love everything about it.
That caught me off guard the first time I watched Stardust Memory. I was like, "What in the world is this?"
To be fair, the idea keeps coming back.
The funniest thing
we keep getting meteor packs, so like, let's go.
The funny thing about it is, so back when this was like first aired and everything, I was like, when Stardust Memory first aired, it was on the very first run of Adult Swim. And
did they do it during Robot Week?
No, it was during Adult Swim Saturday Night lineup. It was the original Saturday Night lineup with Candidate for Goddess, No, that was Toonami. This was Adult Swim's original Saturday lineup,
that one,
which was Cowboy Bebop, Candidate for Goddess, Stardust Memory. God, I can't remember what else was up there. Trigun, which was that was a lineup right there. But so at this time, Gundam kits had been started around. This was like 2001, 2002, and they've been around. Well, there was a store near me called there was a store in Silver Spring, Maryland. That was called oh god, what was it? Something Illusions. I can't remember, but they were they had always been the anime store, that was around at that time. That was in that area, and I remember. You're going in there before the show had aired and everything, and they had the Dendrobium HG kit in that big box, all $300 of it. And I remember looking at it, and I was like, "Whoa! I don't think Gundam kits are ever going to get any cooler than that." Yeah, well, here we are. It's and I also. Remember, I don't think they'll ever get any bigger than that. Well, then, 2014, they had the Neo Zeon HG kit come out, and that is a thing. But I just remember going in there because I used to, I remember saving up a bunch of money and going to buy Gundam kits from that store. And, dear God, the worst thing about it is I found a few of my old Gundam kits that I've built back then. But here's the thing. I was stupid and a kid, and I was rushing. So so on some of them, I just pushed them out of the sprue.
Oh, shit.
And so there's a whole lot of, oh God. I looked at them, stickers are on crooked. There's no stickers on some things, and I'm like, you know what? It's best that these are mostly gone. Because I would hate myself if I sold all these.
What was I thinking?
Right. Which is funny because if I look a few years down the line, that when then Hasbro started, reboxing the old Tommy Zoids kits and it's and stuff like that. And I was meticulous in cutting those things out of, sprues. So
man. Crazy.
And it's sort of funny because it's why did I push them? Here's the thing. My brain at the time was, Gundams are snap fit. I was a kid who built plain models. Most of my stuff, I had to be, cut them out with cutters and stuff. And then use glue and stuff. Oh, these can be snapped out. I can have this thing done in a few hours. Snap, snap, snap. Oh my God. And just thinking about, do y'all remember, when they first started bringing the Gundam Wing models back to the United States, there was an old Toonami cartoon where an old Toonami commercial where the kid would like be in front of it and it'd be like HG level 1 30 minutes.
Level
like
1, level 2,
yeah,
4, 5.
Level 5 15 hours, you know?
Which is BS, but you know, hey,
yeah, like me.
15
Okay. Okay, yeah, sure. Like, looking back at that old Master Grade Epion kit, like that old Epion kit, that didn't take you 15 hours. Nah. Like,
I think I have a version of that old Epion kit that you gave me.
yeah, it's one of the ones. It was one of the first ones I built. Like when I started building again. Like the first kit I started building again, was the Serpent Custom, and I've actually built 5 Serpent Customs.
Jesus Christ.
We have come a long way from those early 2000 kits.
Oh God, oh no! The funniest thing is, so I built in 2014. I built the version 1 Zaku 2 kit. That was an original MG release in 1996.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I think people forget early Master Grade when you had to put the screws in on the joints.
The screws in the joints, stuff like that.
That sounds horrendous.
Yeah, like,
I mean, like the early, I think G Gundam was part of the early Master Grades. I bought recently the Burning and Master Gundam. Like, for what it was, it worked. But
right.
now, like in comparison to what Master Grades you get now, it's very archaic.
Well, the funniest thing is, so the last the first Master Grade kit to not use a single polycap, and this was a big deal, was the Turn A. When the Turn A came out and it was MG 100, they were like, yeah, this Master Grade kit has no polycaps.
Wow.
And it is one of the better, and it's got great articulation. And then I was like, all right, cool. And, we've had, over the years, different kits have had, what's it called? Different, we hit our, 2.0 and stuff like that. And there's only been one 3.0 kit, and I gave the one that I've built to Jared, which is the RX-78 3.0 kit.
Yep.
That's the one 3.0.
That's the one they continue to sit there and be like, hey guys, we're going to give you so many variations of RX-78-2 till you throw up.
Actually, all right. How many variants? Which one has more variants, the Unicorn or the RX-78 at this point?
RX-78.
Yeah.
We sure there are a shit ton of unicorns at this point.
No, Jared, there is an RX-78. There's the original RX-78, which is MG number 1. There is the RX-78 G3, which is MG number 3, because number 2 was Char Zaku. So you have the G3. Then years later, you got the 1.5, which is the RX-78 1.5. Yeah, it literally had the designation 1.5, and that's what the kits for the GPO, RX-78-4 and /5 are based off of. They use the 1.5 system. Then after you have the 1.5, you have the Verka. Then the Verka got both a regular release and a G3 release. Then you have the RX-78 and then you have the RX-78-2 version 2. Then you have the RX-78 version 2 TV color version.
Yep.
And then there was another Verka one. And then finally you hit the version 3.
Oh, and then the Char edition of version 3.
Yeah, then there's Char version 3. It's like, and with the Unicorn, you have Unicorn, then you have Unicorn TV version. Sorry, Verka Unicorn, Unicorn TV colors, Unicorn OVA colors. Unicorn. You have Unicorn Extra Finish, and then you have the Unicorn. Then after the Extra Finish, it jumped all. It was full armor.
Yep.
And then you got the Extreme.
Oh yeah, you also forget to what was it? For the RX-78, the Origin version.
Oh yeah, the Origin version
With the rail can.
Yeah, for the shoulder and everything, which is actually a pretty cool kit. I actually have 2 of those.
Probably one of the better ones, actually.
So you're also all right. So that makes, I think that's 11 for RX-78 versions. So you listed off a number of Unicorn versions, but you're also forgetting the Destroy Mode Unicorn, the Destroy Mode Titanium.
No, because remember, those are HG. We're talking Master Grade.
Just Master Grades. Okay,
yeah,
never mind.
That's right. That's why I was saying that was.
I just know they're like umpteen million HG versions.
Yeah, because the HG ones don't. Because the HG don't transform, so you had to do Destroy and Unicorn mode.
I think you would have had that, but no.
There's a 7-Eleven green version of the goddamn Unicorn.
Yeah, no, there is a 7-Eleven version of the Master of the Perfect Grade.
Actually, I have a gold 7-Eleven version of the RX-78-2 that Eris got me.
The gold 7-Eleven version.
Yes. There's 7-Eleven gold.
Yeah, Jared. See, you got to understand. Gundam does huge promotions over in Japan. There's every year there's like a limited edition Gundam that comes out through 7-Eleven.
You can walk into 7-Eleven and actually get a
So you're just hitting that Kombini to get your Gundam fix as well.
No, what was it? There's an episode of Hobby Link TV where they literally walk across the street into the 7-Eleven and bought all the Gundam kits that had just came out.
God damn. I'm not blown by much at this point. I don't know how I really miss it. 7-Eleven is apparently your number one GUNPLA provider if you hit up Japan. Just know that.
That was the thing, because they were like, so 7-Eleven has 7 new has 7 new unique Gundam kits. They're like, and since they're only available through 7-Eleven, they're like, we thought it'd be cool to go over there and grab them. So they literally got up out of the studio, walked across the street to 7-Eleven, and bought all the kits.
Yep.
Well, the thing is, you got to realize how ingrained
Kombini is
with otaku culture and anime culture and all that shit.
So, all right, low key, you know the bad idea I'm sitting here with right now. Oh yeah, we have the LED units for the Unicorn Gundam. I want to know if I can tie in an ARGB unit to my Unicorn Gundam so I can control it from my computer.
You said you were coming up with you said something about bad ideas, but I didn't hear one.
Yeah.
Say it again? I didn't hear the bad ideas. Right.
Also, you guys want to know something about 7-Eleven that's going to irk you every time you look at the sign now?
Go for it.
What? It's not in 7-Eleven time? Oh no.
No. The N is the only letter in 7-Eleven that's not capitalized.
Yep.
How's it gonna anger me?
Look at the logo. It's
Hang
the N is not capitalized. And there is a stupid reason for it.
Hold on, I'm trying to find. Oh god, I see it. Alright. What's the reason?
Because the owner of the head of 7-Eleven, when they originally presented the logo to them, and it was in all caps, his wife thought it was too jarring with the capital N.
Okay.
Wow.
Whatever.
It's one of those things where it's you hear it and you're like, fine. But
it's not that bad. I don't understand. I'm not that upset.
It's just one of those things where it's
All right, let's hit these event polls so we can get to the main gacha event for the night.
Cap.
Leisure capsule ticket. Let's see what we get. There's a 10 ticket pool.
Jesus Christ, there are 17 countries with 7-Elevens. There are a total of 71,000 7-Elevens.
Yeah, 7-1 is going
That's
wild.
the Dovin Wolf head. That is a Gian shield. Blue drop. I think that's green frame. Nope, Dragon Gundam back.
Also, Japan's got some like
Age
insane
Titus.
flavored Slurpees, and I kind of one day
I want to try.
one.
I kind of wish there's like a 7-Eleven world, like there's a Coke world where you can go taste like all the flavors of Coke from around the world. I wish I could do that for 7-Eleven.
Look, man, I spent so much time at that Coke museum in Atlanta. So much time.
Gundam Mark II. I want to take Charnel there because I went there when I was a child. I took her to Coke World in Vegas, which was cool, but like it's not like going to the real thing.
Yeah, no.
Gyaradoga.
Yeah, you got to go to the museum because they give you a bottle of Coca-Cola that's bottled that day downstairs.
GN beam rifle off the GN8, GN13.
Like I still got pictures from it.
Another
I
one.
went. Also, it's
All
part
right,
of a
good
package.
drop.
You get when you get it, you get a ticket to the aquarium. You also get a ticket
Gundam
to
X
CNN
legs.
headquarters.
I actually wouldn't mind hitting up CNN headquarters. That's something I haven't done like as an adult. All right, big drop on that one was the Gundam X legs. Let's see, free capsule 10 pull.
Oh god, that really was his name. Sorry, I'm scrolling through my reports of like, you know, from Destiny earlier.
What?
And one of the I could have there was a guy who was running a
Dragon
spreadsheet,
Gundam head.
and I thought
early on
the
a good
name,
drop.
I thought I
That's
was
a
missing
Cheridum
his
chest.
name, but no, the name was Good Thrissy 69.
Good Thrusty 69.
And like I said, I thought I was misreading it the whole time we were doing the strike.
Dear God. GNX arms. That's hi God. It's not racist or anything, so that I'm actually fine with this one.
Yeah.
Not like Black Lives Don't Matter or whatever the fuck it was that won the raid race.
No, he didn't win. His team came second.
See me that came in second.
And they and we're off by 30 minutes too. Like, it's funny because I was in South Stream when he finished because they were so blown away that they had actually thought they had pulled it off. You know, they were like,
Camper arms.
All
All right,
did we do
only
it?
good pull is the Cheridum. Yeah, I want to actually go back and like look and see like what the actual challenges were.
It was
All right,
kind of
let's-
funny because like there was a whole thing about like trying to figure them out based off of the name, and then
First
just
one.
watching everybody fail.
Zeta
during the challenge.
A1, Zeta A1, Zeta plus A1 test colors back instant pull. But yeah, go ahead.
Hey, you got that Amuro backpack.
Yeah.
Awesome. This is the most crazy mashup of a suit ever.
Which one?
Now with all the pieces that you're getting, I'm like, this is nuts.
Oh yeah, no, this is all just like gotcha stuff to see like what my random pulls are. I actually kind of want to like take a single like 10-part pull and see what I could like take a day's gotcha pull and see what I can build off of it.
Like already, it's funny. Like right now, okay. So the weird part is, God damn, this is what happens when you have GUNPLA and stuff. I forgot that I had like a spare.
Sorry, got another decent back or another 4-star back. Extreme Gundam Eclipse F back. It's a transforming back, so it looks standard, but it turns into a wing back.
Those are the best ones, though.
Oh, I love those.
It transforms.
It's sort of funny because looking at that backpack, I know
Another
exactly what
4-star
pieces
pull.
of actual model kit those are from, because the original it's the original
Got a
backpack
victory.
from the original Gundam, but the side parts of it were from the high mobility Zaku backpack.
Wow.
Y'all ever think that they're ever going to? Because I keep pressing Bandai to like, yo, dog, you do realize you can just, make new molds of G Gundam suits. Just saying. Or Gundam
Okay, so
suits.
look, the last thing. Let's see. What was the last thing they did with G Gundam? That was a high resolution version of the
Burning
Gundam.
Yeah.
And that was hard to find. Like, I know friends who were like really into G Gundam, and they could not find that kit.
The Max is struggling. I'm like, I would like to have the Leopard MG. That'd be nice. Nope.
Okay, I would love some X kits. Like, I'm not gonna lie, a new MG of the Airmaster.
No, I'll take an
Yo,
HG.
that would be really cool.
Oh, I'll take an HG if that's the case. I mean, if they don't want to put the money up for an MG, I'll take an HG.
See, the funny thing is, this is what the Re 100 series was supposed to be for,
Cheaper.
and then Bandai was like, we're not gonna. It's gonna be hard to find these kits. Like,
But they're putting out the one from Gundam Seed as the RE100, so I'm like, so you're reviving it again? All right.
oh no, they're using the name from the IBO series. Did you see? They labeled it as Full Mechanics.
It's full mechanics. My bad.
Wow.
I forgot. Yeah, you're right. They did full mechanics that thing. It was like, no, it's full mechanics.
Yeah, Full Mechanics Calamity Gundam. I was like, because I ordered it the day they announced it. I was like, okay, fine. I'm not even the biggest fan. I'm not even the biggest fan, but it looks cool. It has some great articulation. I was like, oh, it's gonna be a cool kit.
Some of those kids from that line was actually pretty good. I mean, I'm actually trying to get the Lupus Rex of the full mechanics because I'm pretty sure.
It's funny you're saying that. Like, I have one literally sitting less than 10 feet away.
Pretty sure they will never put a MG of that and stuff. I don't think.
Oh, you want to talk about a kit that I have that's worth some money though? Right now, it's a first run of the Bile that came with the fluorescent white base.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, so when the Bile first came out for the full mechanics, Jarrett,
Mhm.
there was a very limited run that came with a pearlescent white base to put the mobile suit on, and it's got a special box and everything, and it's sitting at the top of this stack of models, like in my corner of my room. Like, oh god. Actually,
Wow.
Hey Jared, let's run through this list of models that's up here because it's a great list. So we got.
You're gonna love this, Chris.
Yeah, all right, so we got a 1/100th YF-29 from Macross Frontier.
Wow.
A Master Grade Justa kit. A 1/72nd 1/72nd VF1 VFJ, because this is Max's Gerwalk Valkyrie kit. These are like still in the box, mind you, that I haven't built. A RG for the RG Crossbone. A 1/72nd skill, 1/72nd. That's a F-16 Block 60. 1/144 scale. Phase Red Tail. So that's an old kit. That's a 1999 Bandai EX kit. So yeah, that's sitting up there. Got a 1/72nd scale VF1 in Battleroid mode, VF25 Super, VF31J Hayate Customs from the end of Macross Delta, Re 100 Ganai's Yagdoga, a 1/48th scale VF1S kit, 1/72nd scale Eurofighter Typhoon, 1/72nd scale F-14, 1/72nd scale SU-33 flanker, 1/72nd SU-35 flanker, 1/72nd SU-37. Look, I have the entire flanker family unbuilt in the top of my closet. The transforming VF-25S Osma, the VF-31 Hayate, and the VF-25F super transforming kit, and then there's like 5 different 30-minute missions kits up there as well. Like that is just what's in my room, and I'm not kidding when I say I might have like another $1,000 in storage units. I don't guess.
Oh my god.
That's not counting the model kits that he's given away to me that are sitting in my basement.
Or the ones
like,
I've given to Donovan. Like,
because like sitting up here, for me, for kits that need repair from Cameron, actually the Alex is up. So yeah, the Alex is in good condition. The it's not a Hazel. I think it's a GM3. It's either a GM3 or a Jigen. I can't tell. Actually, I think it's a Jigen. It's standing up, but it needs some TLC, so I have the box up here to like check over everything with.
Then he's got an RX-78 that I built.
Yeah.
That was
so
on
the
his
weird thing
desk.
is so that used to be on my desk at work. I think it's in the box, or I don't remember what box the RX-78 is in right now. I've moved it somewhere. It's upstairs, I know that much. Let's see, I have the crossbone full cloth from Build Fighters. Then I have the new RX-78-2 HG model.
Oh, the Revive, yeah.
Yeah, the Revive. I have the Avalanche Exia that I'm working on. I plan on doing some more painting on it this weekend.
Wait,
and then
the one I got you for Christmas?
Yeah, the one you got me for Christmas. I have like the in progress pictures I sent you because I started painting it and I was waiting for stuff to come in to finish it, and that came in a few weeks ago. So I'm gonna finish painting that, and then I also have the GPO1 full burn-in, or how the hell you say it, up here as well, that I'll probably finish hopefully by the end of this month. So I'm gonna hopefully get back on my GUNPLA build schedule by mid-June, since I actually have like resources and hopefully time again soon. We'll see.
My GM Quell too.
That's the one that I was thinking was the GM3. It's the GM Quell.
Okay.
Yeah, it's your black blue golden red one, right? Yeah. Now that one's standing and complete. I also have the Gundam X.
The green and black one.
Yeah, I had the green and black one in the corner. It's seen some better days. It kind of got a little beat up in my last move, but it's like at least
better
together.
days when it came off my bookcase.
Yeah, I want to fix the satellite cannon backpack, but I haven't figured out how I want to do it yet. Non-Gundam stuff I have up. I have a Land Raider that's like mid conversion to my custom chapter colors for Warhammer 40k. I have a Marine Devastator squad that's in construction, and then I have the I think it's the, what is it? Stacker Pentecost, his Jaeger. That was the Coyote Tango, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had the Coyote Tango up at like the middle of my shelf as well.
Don't you? Hey, what happened to that? Didn't I get you a BF-25?
No, I do not have any Macross models from you.
What happened to that BF-25 I gave you?
Oh, you mean it's the Robot Spirits one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I have that one. It's not out. I had it at my office in DC, and when we packed up for COVID, I packed that away. So it's like in my office stuff.
Okay. So I was like, I know I gave you a VF-25.
Yeah, no, yeah, yes,
Spirit.
you gave me a Robot Spirits VF-25. That is either downstairs or upstairs right now. I don't remember which way I put all my office stuff. I'm good at this. I also still have the.
You got my gun tank?
Yeah, well, our gun tank, because I did like, that was the first one I did do any painting on.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
one I built.
if you see it, the gun tank is like out behind. You can't see it because it's like blown out by both guys. Yeah, no, the gun tank stays out.
Oh,
like,
I see it.
Yeah, gun tank's over here, and then the Alex is standing next to it.
Yeah, I see it. Tank was fun.
Yeah, so I'm hopefully gonna get back onto my Gunpla build list. I gotta like review what my schedule was. I know that once I get the Avalanche Exia knocked out, the next thing that's gonna come up is it's either gonna be the Assault Pack G Self, or I'm gonna work at putting together a kit bash. I haven't figured out what exactly I want to do, so I'm gonna work to that later. But we're gonna hit these main gacha suits and do some gacha pulls, and we're probably gonna call it a night because we spent we'll take like 20-30 minutes talking about Iron Blood Orphans. 2 hours later.
It's a good show, and I have a lot to say about that.
Look, like all y'all that don't like Iron Blood Orphans, y'all can go do something with yourself. I don't know, go find better hobbies than hating on. In my opinion, we're not gonna get into it this week. I want to do like one of two things. One, I want to do like a tier list of Gundam openings, because as we were saying in our chat this week, I think Iron Blooded Orphans may have like the most consistently good openings of any Gundam series. Because like I went back and looked through it, like Gundam X and Gundam Wing. All right, Wing I feel like is 2 for 3 in openings.
It's 2 for 2. There's only 2. Just communication.
I'm counting White Reflection in that one too. Yeah.
Then that's 3 for 3, because you can't tell me that all 3 of those
are
amazing.
Hold on, wait, White Reflection?
No, White Reflection is not the one that I'm discounting. What was the second one? Because it's Just Communication and
Rhythm Emotion, and I'm
Rhythm
like,
Emotion.
No.
Rhythm Emotion doesn't hit me like that. I'm sorry. I went and listened to it. Like I went and listened to it like after Just Communication. Just Communication slaps. Rhythm Emotion is I may have like not been in the right mood for it, but like Rhythm Emotion just didn't hit me like that.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
I guess it's gonna be good. Yeah, it's gonna be good content as we argue over Gundam OPs.
Yeah, we'll do an
It is literally the more well-known Gundam
right.
Wing song.
I might have to get myself back into it, because whenever I listen to Rhythm Emotion gave me no emotions. So no, we're gonna save it for another week. We'll save it for another week. We're gonna save it for another week. Nope. We're gonna save it for another week. We're gonna do a tier list of the Gundam openings. But the other thing I want to do is like that young versus old jukebox thing. I want to do that for Gundam OPs. For like modern Gundam OPs versus old Gundam OPs. That's gonna be like I'm gonna like just do shit that slaps. But those are things to come in the future. But onto the main gotchas of the week. We're gonna start off with the one that I
wanted to hear what you had to say about X, because
X is 2 for 2. X slaps 2 for 2. X slaps 2 for 2. G Gundam is a solid B plus for flying high, and a B minus for its second OP. It's good. It goes, but like the one thing that disappointed me, I like the animation package on top of the music for IBO is just so good. And then like I went back and looked like, oh yeah, G Gundam's cool, as like the song is really good, but as an animation package with a song, the animation kind of like let me down a little bit for the opening. Like the first one, like yes, Flying High is really cool. Second opening, y'all are reusing a lot of stuff in this. I'm a little disappointed.
Right now?
No, look, the second opening for G Gundam.
Yeah, we will go into those details another time. So like I want to take it two ways. I want to take it two ways. A show as a package, like how consistent a show is, and then another one is like we're just gonna do like a heat map, a tier list of just Gundam openings in general.